Did you ever think Farscape would last as long as it did?
Originally I was only on for one episode, so I thought that's all I expected to do.
Right.
And it was so cool that I got to stick around on the ship for a second longer, let alone 5 years. It's mind-blowing to me even today, and it has affected so many people. It's really quite humbling, and I feel very gracious because for the last 15 years, in between other jobs, I've been doing the signings and the Comic Cons, and it's huge to me. It's I meet these people that have helped me every step of the way, and I'm so thankful that people have believed in something that's been close to my heart for many years. So
well, Farscape has got. I think Farscape actually has a little bit more of this close-knit cult following, even more than like Firefly did.
It's almost like a family. Like a lot of people that I've met along the way have known me since I was 23, and they come up at lots of conventions, and even like they'd come to set for, I've done some crowdfunding projects and people have contributed to that, and they've come on set, they've been an extra, they've been part of the whole process, and that's so cool. And they know me very, very well. Some of them, it feels like a big, beautiful family. It really does, because it's an amazing community. People come to these conventions, and for a second we're allowed to forget about all the nonsense that goes on in our life, and we can actually forget about the bills and the challenges, and we can dress up as crazy creatures or our superheroes,
right,
and meet people that we've watched on telly, or meet artists that are so phenomenal, and it's a really beautiful family.
Yeah. It's always been interesting to us to, again, how kind of close-knit everything is. At the smaller conventions where you kind of have more access and you're able to meet people. Or when you're drinking with them in the hotel bar.
Yeah, I get amongst it. If anyone knows me, and many of you do, I'm
nerds, yes.
everywhere. I'm everywhere, and I go out as much as possible and try and explore the town, even though it's hard sometimes because you've got an audition to put down, or you've got to be fresh-faced for signings and meeting people. But it's nice to, go out and have a taste of what's out there in the city and stuff. And if worse comes to worse, you'll find me definitely at the restaurant or the bar, cruising and skipping around and being silly. So,
what were your fondest memories of Farscape?
I think overall, I just felt very blessed to be involved in a Jim Henson production, because I have been fascinated and mesmerised by the Dark Crystal and the Labyrinth, the Storyteller, Muppets, Fraggle Rock, my whole entire life, and it's a wonderful, wonderful blessing to be involved with that company. Anything that they touch is gold.
Now, rumors have been circulating for a while that we might actually get a Farscape movie. Is there anything?
What?
Really? Is there anything you can tell us?
Well, yes, actually. It's called Chiara the Great, and it's all about me, and I do a lot of cool things in it. I don't know a thing. I worked on Jim Henson's Creature Shop Challenge, and that's the whole reason why I came to the States. Brian Henson actually showed me on the side of set a yellow envelope, like this size, and I'm like, what is that? And he goes, it's the Farscape movie. I'm like, are you kidding me? Hurry up, because we're all getting old and scary, we're not going to be able to fit into those costumes for much longer, if we still can. So I do know it is circulating out there. I do believe that it will happen, but I don't know when or who's involved and on what level. And it was actually kind of funny because, as I said before, the reason why I came to America was to shoot the Jim Henson Creature Shop Challenge, and the first season I just did like an away gig, so I was still based in Australia. But I got the feeling from Sci-Fi and Henson's, it felt very positive, and it rated top show within its demographic, and there was very good signs that it would definitely go for a second season. So I packed up my whole life in Australia and moved to LA, moved the animals over, the whole kit and caboodle, and we waited around for a year, and unfortunately it really sucks, part of my French, but they didn't pick it up. So it's all good. It's part of the industry and the nature of the beast that I've worked in now for over 30 years, but I just feel like it opened up a whole new side of me and a whole new journey for me, because sometimes in life you're so focused on acting or
right.
One trajectory, and then all of a sudden I was approached by this amazing film company called Runic Productions, and they said, would you be in a short film? And I was like, let me check out the script, and the script was like nothing I'd ever read before. It was awesome.
What's the film called?
It's called Hashtag, and it's in post-production at the moment. And we're going to take it to Sundance and Cannes and
Nice.
Toronto, and pray for amazing credits. But we shot it. We actually did a Kickstarter for it, and we raised over $44,000, and that was so cool to me, because I thought, I've been working in Australia for a while. Anything that I do in Australia is not sci-fi. It's a paramedic, or it's the girl next door, or it's a lawyer, or a cop, or a robber, or it's not an alien flying spaceship. So I've been working in Australia for many years, and then I came back to shoot the Henson show, and I thought people haven't seen, what I've done for a while, so I've got no idea whether we're going to be able to pull this off or not. And sure enough, we came up with the money and shot the film, and it's so beautiful. So that's in post-production at the moment, and this is another little baby Indiegogo that we recently finished called Nexus.
What's Nexus about?
And Nexus is about mother and daughter, and they go through alternate realities, which we adore, and there's alien fight scenes, and there's post-apocalyptic adventures, and as you need in any film. So that's actually in post-production as well at the moment, and we did it Indiegogo for that. Most of it was privately funded, because right in the final stages, the director and the producers needed some help with the post-production, because there's a lot of very, very heavy in computer graphics. So we needed some help with that. So we put Indiegogo out for 10 grand, and we got about 15. So that was amazing. So both of these projects are in close. So any day now they're coming out, and you guys are going to be blown away, because not only are they two astounding projects, what makes it even more special is that everyone joined forces to tell these two great stories, and that made me kind of fall in love with the business again and go have the courage to make my own projects with these amazing people that are super talented, and it was very exciting.
Now, I know you've been involved with Star Trek a little bit. And it seems like everybody does Star Trek at some point in their life.
So
I gotta ask, I am wearing a Star Trek shirt, but
that doesn't even look like the real, they're amazing. And Chuck Uber is down there, who plays the very handsome doctor.
Oh, he's next.
I love it. More fake hair, more fake lashes.
How has that experience been, being able to do Star Trek?
Love it. I mean, Star Trek has inspired so many people over the years. So many. If you look at people come up and I say, what's your passion? What do you get into? And one lady said, Star Trek. And I said, what is it about Star Trek that's so awe-inspiring? And she said, well, actually, it was playing at a time when a lot of her friends were going off to war.
Right.
And that was her happy place. And I went, wow, that's a crazy, full-on story. And it's amazing how these shows can give you some form of escape, or remind you to believe in your dreams, or little things like that. Like it's a very I know a lot of things in my life when I've been a bit lost, and I've watched a show or a film or an actor or something, and it's stuff that we already know within ourselves, but because we see it again, they kind of remind you, yeah, I can do this, or yeah, I should pursue that, or pick up the phone and I'll call that person. Or so I think Star Trek is quite extraordinary, because it has influenced so many people. It really set the standard in sci-fi, like with the first interracial kiss, and it set the whole, it explored so many territories that were kind of taboo. So
we were talking about it at our Star Trek panel yesterday, and there's some very dark episodes, like in the original series, where like City on the Edge Forever with Joan Collins, where you have to let her die to save the future, despite your love, and that's kind of a hard thing to deal with, dealing with a whole greater good thing.
Yeah.
So
It's a very, it's an amazing production. All of them.
Now, this is a question we always ask everybody at the end of an interview. It's always, would you be in Star Wars or Star Trek? And we already know that you've been in Star Trek.
Both,
But
all of them, 50 million times and over again.
But so if Star Wars came calling, you would definitely say yes.
Of course.
All right. What would you like to play in Star Wars?
Everything. I can do it all.
Just a chance to be in a Star Wars film, huh?
Babe, at this, like, when my whole life, I've politely, I've walked away from a few projects because I haven't been passionate about them, which is crazy, like to the point where I haven't been able to afford to eat, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that crappy story. I don't want to do a soap opera. I don't want to do a horror film. I want to do stories that are awesome and that excite me and that I learn from and that put good thoughts in people's minds, because there's so much negativity and craziness in this world. I don't want to contribute to anything that gives people crazy ideas, you know. I like the good kind of crazy. So I love through my career, I've just searched constantly for scripts that are intriguing and that are complex and that I can learn something from. So whether it be Star Wars or Star Trek or the shortest film to the largest feature, I want to tell good stories no matter what.